Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys have had a wonderful week and are gearing up for the new week, the new month, which has already begun. So today we're going to take a look at some of the energies that will be affecting us for the week of June the 4th through to the 10th. Keep in mind that we are also going to have a full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th. I think Jupiter goes forward motion in Libra also on the 9th or about that time. So a lot of things are going to expand when it comes to our 7th house. That is the house of partnerships, whether it's at work or romantic partners or partnerships with friends. So your jobs may be highlighted or any type of partnership, because Jupiter is such a gifting planet. So wherever you have Jupiter or whatever is going on in your 7th house may actually expand a bit. So let's see what the energies are going to be like. First of all, we'll go over our home life. Am I holding my deck upside down? Yes, I am. Sorry about that. 7 of Arrows. So when it comes to your home life, you're going to be feeling very strong. You're going to be tempted perhaps in doing certain things. Maybe you're going to be worried about money. You're going to be worried about moving. But the 7 of Arrows in reverse tells me that you're not going to exit stage left. You're not going to do some of the things that you have been planning on doing, and you're going to stay put a little bit. There's going to be someone of a water sign, as you're getting the Prince of Cups, that may not have your best interest in mind. So be careful of anyone that comes into your life that's a water sign, or any issues with water that you may be having around your property. So this could all just be representing problems with water, problem with people that are of a watery nature, or of the signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that may not have your best interest in mind when it comes to your property, your home life. They could try to take something from you. Or if you were thinking about going in one direction, you're going to shift in another because of some of the things that happened to you this week where your home life is concerned. You're going to become quite the Queen of Arrows. So there could also be someone of an air sign that comes into your life that may not have the right ideas at the moment, but eventually they'll get it right. There could be some words between you and air signs. The Queens of Arrows, they're very logical in their thinking, but they also say some very hurtful things because there's no emotion in their words. They really only think of themselves, pretty much, usually, not always. But when they say things out of their logic or out of their past experiences, they may hurt you in the process. So kind of be careful with some of the words that you may exchange with an air sign in this coming week. More than likely they'll be females, okay? And it may have something to do with your home life, so keep that in mind too. Let me turn these cards up because I hate reversals. Stick them back in the deck. Let's see what our financial life's going to be like, or work life. What we're going to be dealing with for the week of June the 4th through to the 10th. When it comes to our finances, the Princess of Arrows, that tells me that you're going to be doing some investigating, because perhaps there's another path you can take, another job, another department within your own establishment. There's going to be some investigating, or perhaps you're going to start to pay more attention to the things that are going on at work, or the things that are going on in your work life, or what you actually do. You may start focusing more on what's going on, which can bring about some transformation. There could also be some information that comes to you from someone younger that could again be given to you without any tact. So, but it will bring transformation. So whatever it is, if something negative happens where your work is concerned, take it with a grain of salt, because maybe it's supposed to happen. If there's a new position or a new department that perhaps is trying to guide you or make you go in that direction, I would suggest that you take it because maybe something is going on in your own department that you may not like later, and you're being guided to do some changes. You have the Six of Coins, so you are going to have people that will help you when it comes to your finances, or help bring some balance into your life. So some of these changes that are going on at work or in your particular position at work are going to bring balance. So take it in stride, because you have a lot of butterflies. That tells me that a lot of transformative energy is coming along with those hurtful words or realizations that you may have, that perhaps you shouldn't be at that job, or you shouldn't be at that position, or maybe there's other positions or other possibilities that you have yet to uncover because you haven't really looked, or because you're afraid to look. So you're struggling with your own mind. So go for it, because some of these new positions or new situations that you look at may bring you a lot more balance, or even a lot more coins. So maybe you are cutting yourself short at the place that you're at now. You're getting the King of Arrows. So again, looking at things very logically, cutting things out of your life that you no longer need. There may be some situations with lawyers for some of you that may come to light, or some information that may come to you through lawyers, or through someone that works for a lawyer, that may not be happy news, or it could bring you some balance. Maybe some of you have some kind of a court case going on, or some type of situation where legally you will be looked at favorably. It may not be as much as you thought for some of you if you're waiting on a payout, but it will bring you some balance. So it's not going to be totally bad. It's just, it won't be what you expected, okay? The Strength card is coming out. There'll be, oh, this is the Temptation card again. So you're going to be tempted by money, or by situations that perhaps are not all in your favor. There could be an earth sign that assists you, as the devil does represent Capricorn. So there could be a Capricorn that comes into your life this week to help bring you more money, or a new position at work. So keep that in mind. You may be tempted, but remember, you have to think clearly, because you also have the King of Swords. If there's something in your life that you need to change, I suggest you do it at this time. Someone will bring you an idea, or you may be tempted by something else. Make sure that you investigate it, because having the Page of Swords up here tells me that you're going to be protecting yourself and your main interest. So be sure that you do your homework, you do your investigations, so that you don't get moved from one position to another at work, and then the other position is not any better than the one that you left, or you're not going to like the other position. So make sure that it serves your purpose and not the purpose of the other person that's trying to tempt you by money, or by position, or by telling you one story when it isn't real. Be very careful of that, because that could be what's being highlighted here with the Temptation card. You're going to want to bring more power and more stability into your life. So always think of that. Think of yourself. Will this new position bring me more power and more stability to my finances, to my home? Will I be able to start working on my dreams? Is this something that's lasting in my life? Does it bring me that stability, that sense of groundedness that I'm looking for? That is what you want. Okay? This also represents the sign of Aries. There's a person, or maybe a couple, that brings you an idea. Be careful that that may not be the harebrained idea that tempts you and then doesn't give you that stability. But Aries usually is a very grounded sign. They're very creative, being a fire sign, so they could be inviting you to start a new business, or to start a new venture with them, or because of them. So I would check it out, but make sure that it's not something that's going to hurt you later, okay? Because you have, I think, a choice that's coming up. All right, now when it comes to our romantic life, or friendships, or, you know, getting out and doing some fun stuff, what's going to happen during this week? Are we going to be able to enjoy ourselves, have some fun? We're going to feel tired. We're not going to have a whole lot of strength. We're going to have to sacrifice one thing for another, but in being in the reverse, you're not going to be sacrificing anything. So I don't know that you're going to be able to do a lot of fun stuff this week, because I think that it's going to be an exhausting week, apparently. Actually, this is the Hangman. The Hangman in reverse tells me that you're not going to be hanging around waiting for things to happen anymore. You're going to actually get out there and make things happen. But you will be a bit tired, okay? Because that was my first initial thought of this card. You're going to be a little tired because maybe now things start moving a little quickly, or you're going to have to make some choices, and it's going to drain your energy a bit. So be careful. Okay, because you've been waiting, you've been trying to get your dreams to come to fruition, things haven't been happening, but then all of a sudden everything breaks loose. So that may take some energy from you, so be careful. You could be tired this week. Well, you're definitely going to be moving forward. You're going to be learning new things. You've gotten the Ace of Wands. So either a new person steps into your life this week when it comes to relationships, or when it comes to just doing different things, doing fun stuff. You may get like new ideas. But these new ideas are going to turn out to be very oppressive, because you're going to get a lot of ideas perhaps that come to you at once, or a lot of offers that come to you at once, a lot of suitors that may want to go out with you. But you're going to have so many responsibilities from work and everything else that you do in life that you're not going to want to sacrifice your health or your sleep time, or, you know, the fact that you're exhausted, and you'll have to like make an extra effort to get out there and do all this fun stuff that's coming up. It's going to bring some balance. So you're going to be able to balance your romantic life with your work life. So as long as you release some of these ideas or oppressive energy or responsibilities that you have that oppress you, you'll be able to get out there and start something new. You could also look at this by, up to now you've had a heavy load, a lot of responsibilities that you've been dealing with in your life, in your romantic life or in your personal life. You've had a big load that you've been carrying around for a long time. I think you're going to start releasing some of that pressure, some of those old thoughts, some of that old baggage that you've had, because it's worn you out. It really has. It's made you very tired, you know. So it's time to release it. And now comes your new ace. It comes the beginning of a beautiful venture, of a magnetic type relationship that's very warm, that's very powerful, that begins in your life now, because you've had some changes. You've made some changes in your mind, in your forward movement in life. You've grown some. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming around to say, hey, because you have done what you're supposed to, because you have balanced a lot of your old karmic energy, of your thoughts, of your forward movements in life, you've let go of some of your baggage from the past. You're being able to move forward, because we're bringing you a new change, a new experience into your life, a new venture, something that promises a great adventure in your life if you want to take it up. You've got the Eight of Cups here that tells me that you're leaving your emotional life behind. What has been a romantic either situation in your life or a dream that you've had of things happening in a certain way, you're going to turn around now and go in a different direction. You're going to follow your heart. You're going to follow the calling of your heart. You want something a bit more spiritual connected to your emotional life. So that's what you're going to be looking for, you know, a union with someone else that brings a lot of that love into your heart that you have been yearning for or searching for, a warmth, a new exciting venture, releasing all the stuff from the past, making the sacrifice no more for others. You're releasing all of that old energy and situations that threw you completely out of balance. You're going to start balancing more. The Wheel of Fortune is going to bring in new opportunities into your life, and you're going to leave a lot of this old baggage behind. The things that you have done up to now, where your romantic life is concerned or relationships, did not bring you the happiness that you were hoping for. There were dreams that you had, plans that you wanted to implement in your life with family, with friends, with probably romantic partners, but they didn't come to fruition. They didn't materialize, in other words. So now you're going to be going in a different direction where your emotional life is concerned, in order to try to bring some of those situations into reality, into manifestation. Remember when the full moon happens on the 9th, to try to pull some of that energy from Sagittarius that is so creative. Again, the spark of creativity that the fire signs can bring into your life, or that using that energy, or trying to pull that energy down from the universe, which we all can. We're all magicians. We all have the power to change our lives, to use the elements in order to move our lives forward, to use that fire that the fire signs have in order to spark, to ignite your life forward, your dreams, the things that you do want to bring into fruition. Now you've realized that they're not happening for a reason. It's because you're going in the wrong direction. You're still pulling old energy into your life that should be eliminated. You should think more like the King of Swords and cut all that crap out of your life that you no longer need, so you can move forward. Alright, let's get to our choices, A, B, or C. This is the part where you guys get to pick. I'm going to pull from different cards. It's time to get out and ground yourself a bit more, as this card, Archangel Michael, is saying you're not grounded enough. You're not grounded enough. You need to get out there, get out in nature and ground yourself, you know, into your own reality, into the things that you want to try to manifest in your life. Grounding is going to become very important this week, so get out if you can. Hug a tree. Go to a park. Walk around the park. Ground yourself. Grow roots. Ground your ideas, your dreams into fruition. A, B. Okay, we don't need that part of the deck, do we? C. Nope, we didn't need it. Trust me. I've been dropping my cards all day. Anyway, again, interactive part. The part that's for everyone. A change in the wind. There's things that are blowing us around. Some things are going to be eliminated from our lives so that new things can begin. It's brought on by spirit. There's nothing we can do to try to change that, except for knowing that a change is coming. Be aware of it. When you see things being taken away from you, or things falling apart around you as you move forward, it's only you changing your energy, getting to a higher place in your mind, in your life. Your higher self is taking over and removing things from your life that no longer serve you a purpose or a reason for them to be there, because they don't bring you happiness. It's just our ego. It's just being there because we're afraid. We're afraid to move forward. Clean up your life. Get rid of the clutter, so that these changes, when they occur, they don't hurt as much. You know, they don't make such a big chaos in our lives. All right. There will be some deception as you move forward this week from people around you. Again, I think I saw that somewhere where your work is concerned. Be careful of things that you hear and what happens around you, because some of it may not be real. Follow your intuitive guidance. If you think somebody's feeding you a line of shit, they probably are. So just go accordingly. Don't fly off the handle. Don't shoot from the mouth. Just be careful that there is deception going on and somehow you'll be involved in it. Follow your heart. Okay, for those of you that chose A, happy family reunions. A new soulmate that comes into your life because you have waited. The soulmate may bring children as well, but it's okay, because at this point in your life, it's what was called for. So don't be afraid to move forward. If you have children, they may be joining with others. There could be happy celebrations with your family members, with your children. You could be having more children. There's no place like home. You start to realize how important your home is, how important your space, your sacred space is. Clean it up. Make sure it's beautiful, a place where you can rest, okay, and find time alone. You need to call in your soulmate a bit more. For some of you, you are with your soulmate. If you are in a relationship, you need to strengthen the bond with your soulmate. Work more alchemy, you know, with the full moons and new moons. Learn the phases of the moon so you can manipulate the energy in your home to bring you more together with your soulmate, so you have happier moments, so that you have more of a deeper relationship with your soulmate. If you are single, there's a new soulmate that's coming into your life. Continue to sing out positive affirmations and prayers, thoughts for your soulmate. Let them know that you're waiting for them to step into your life. No place like home. There's going to be a beautiful union with a new soulmate that's coming into your life. Keep that under your hat, because it's happening. For those of you that chose B, the world is your oyster. There are other possibilities for you to move forward in life. You're looking at things through a tunnel vision, so you need to widen your scope a bit more. Get to a higher place and look down upon your life and see how you can change it into a different path. There's other possibilities or options that you have yet to wake up to, but it will happen. These epiphanies will come to you, so pay attention to your dreams or your thoughts, because they may come to you as quite a happen-sap. You know, you're just not paying attention, and all of a sudden a thought pops in your head that'll move you forward. That's your guides talking to you, showing you that there's other directions that you can take in life, in every area of your life. You need to open up to it. You need to fall in love with life again. You need to attract that energy of love back into your life. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it doesn't matter. Because things become dull when we're worried about work or children or home. We have no idea what we're destroying our romantic lives with ourselves, with our partners, with everyone around us. We kind of disconnect from the world and its beauty. But it's always around us, so we need to always bring it into our lives. Smell the flowers. Put them around in your home. That scent. Burn candles so that you can raise your vibrations, because you become tired and dull, and oppressive energy is like very difficult. You're starting to learn some things about yourself as to why things have happened in your life, as the direction that you have taken, why it's had to happen, the people that have come into your life, why they are there. You're learning a lot about your history, about your past lives, about the things that have happened to you, why they have happened. For some of you, you're going back to school and you're learning, and that brings a lot of epiphanies back into your mind. Some of you are learning about your past lives, or you're taking up some type of a spiritual path or classes, or learning new things. You need to. There's also the Akashic records. Some of you may be opening them as you sleep. You may be dreaming of past lives or of other lessons that you need to learn, or you're doing spiritual work as you sleep. So pay attention to your dreams. They may teach you a lot of things. For those of you that have chosen C, community is going to be highlighted for you this week. Joining up with friends, celebrations. You're hearing of celebrations. You may be invited to go to do certain things. Don't miss out on them. There could be celebrations for the full moon that's coming up in Sagittarius. If you're invited, don't miss out on it, because it could be some fun times. Get out there and be more playful. You're being asked to rejoin your childhood days in your mind. You know, remember what you do or did when you were a child, when you were a teenager, when you were in your early 20s, or maybe you are in your early 20s. Get out there, play more with your partners, with your friends. If you're single, pull in that playful energy so that you can attract a new partner into your life. You may be attracting a new partner that could be younger and will make you feel younger. You'll be doing things that you used to do when you were a kid. Treasure Island, some of you are uncovering either money that you didn't know that you had that was stored away. You may be uncovering a new job or a new direction that brings you more money. Some of you are being granted a wish that you have put out there in your emotional life. See the water and the turtle, which is very healing. So some of you are healing some things from your emotional life, or your own health is getting better. But either way, this is the wishing well. So there's something that you have wished for that will come to you, and you are celebrating it. Okay, you may become pregnant. There may be children or grandchildren that you hear about, but either way, it's a celebration time for you, and a time to be granted wishes for all of you, because all of you got really good cards. Soulmates, new directions in life, wishes that are coming true. So I think that whoever chose A or B or C is winning. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me for this weekly reading. If you would like a reading with me, a personal reading, please check my links below, or write to me at raisatarot gmail.com, and I will hook up with you. Love you guys. Have a blessed week, and know that I will be there again next weekend. Bye for now.